You're getting a reputation now. Morning. What's going on?
I
I'm
know,
not turning it off.
it's like you can't come in
What's-
without it now.
Yeah. Morning,
Um,
Ali.
Good morning, Mike. How are you?
Excellent. I'm really, really good.
Good.
Got some endorphins pumping this morning.
What's that?
I said I got some serious endorphins pumping this morning.
Well, the music will do it to you.
Well, the music hasn't done nothing to me. It's more the leg day at the gym. Yeah, it was fucking
So good.
absolute serious leg day this morning. Morning, everyone. How
Oh,
are
so
we?
you've
What's going
been
on?
this morning.
Beg pardon?
You've already been this morning.
Yeah, Wednesday's like gym day with the wifey. I love it. It's cool.
Oh, that's right.
And I
Yep.
suffered. I haven't done a body part split for I reckon 12 months. I thought 6 months this morning, but I reckon 12 months.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, I just started a 6-day program, see how I go. And it was brutal. It was like paused leg press. So
Yeah.
you go down for 3 seconds, pause, and then push back up. And one of the guys at the gym comes over. He goes, "You all right, bro?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, just doing pause sets." He goes, "What kind of a fucking fruitcake does that?" Oh, yeah, me. That's for
Mixing it
sure.
up. I love it.
Yeah. No, it's good. Feels good. Morning, Kenny. Morning, Sean. Morning, Coach Mike. How are you, buddy? Good morning, Sheree. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Sam. Morning, everybody over there. How are we? What's going on? Hope you're having a great fucking morning. Hope you've done something fun. I hope you got the endorphins pumping. How are you, Carls?
I'm really good. I'm
Yeah.
really good. I love my Tuesday mornings when I get to set my alarm and wake up to your beautiful face, Mikey.
Tuesday mornings.
What did I say? Tuesday?
Yeah.
I'm so thrown out with this week
That's all
after
right.
not doing last night and
Yeah.
then
I know. It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But thank you. That was a lovely compliment, even though
You
it was
don't deflect
yesterday.
my compliment.
I don't. I accept it. I acknowledge it.
Good.
Yeah. No,
Um,
it's good. It's good the way to start the day.
yep, that's it. Up and
Yeah.
early and ready to go.
How's everybody out there? If you haven't clicked the link above my head, it says chat.restream. Please click it so I know who's commenting. I can only see people on my profile at the moment because I'm bringing that up. So remember, if you have a live question, please pop it in the chat box somewhere or direct message it to us. We'll definitely get to you guys as soon as possible. And we got some pretty good ones today. There's a lot of people out there asking questions specifically about training and debunking myths and bulking and efficiency in training. So we'll get right into them. But as I said, if you've got some live questions, we love them. We absolutely love answering them live. So put us on the spot. It's where we do our best work. Backed into a corner. Isn't that right, mate?
That's absolutely right.
Before we get into the questions, how good was the challenge?
Oh, bloody brilliant.
Yeah, it was
The
really cool.
fire. So much hype. I absolutely love it. Obviously, that's what challenges are created for and the rest of it.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, one of my favorite things to come from that challenge is seeing the guys and girls really supporting each other. And just cheering each other on. Yeah, the Warriors. We came out on top.
That's fucking rigged in my eyes, but anyway.
Yeah. So really, really well done. No, well done to everyone. I think, it's awesome. And then obviously all the crew that has come over to our main program, like you're only just getting started. So you love challenge,
Welcome aboard and congratulations for taking the step. Like to you guys that did press the button and say, no more fucking doing challenges, like no more saying no to shit in life, no more being left in the cold and fucking not knowing what to do. And congratulations for joining us. It's the best decision you'll ever make. Nothing more so than I spent 2 hours with a couple of really beautiful women yesterday that one of them come from the challenge, but the other one was has been with us for a little while, Sharon and Kate. And just amazing the mindset shift in people, specifically about how they can control their emotional eating and how that exercise is a healthy way to get addicted to something that'll push you to the limits of being the best you can be. And it's beautiful, and some wonderful words of encouragement from them about our program and what we do. And yes, I am talking about what we do because I fucking love what we do. We believe in what we do. It absolutely works. There's no bullshit, no nonsense, no fucking garbage, no pretty little lights and flashing domes. It's just hard work, dedication, bit of discipline, and just some fucking basics when it comes to nutrition.
Hell yeah, it doesn't need to be complicated, right?
No.
And I think that's what like really came out of the challenge is people, girls and guys saying, it's actually, I've just been overcomplicating things. Like, what the hell have I been doing? So yeah, we're really, really good at that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we certainly are. I wouldn't say we're really good. I'd say we're the best.
Oh, absolutely, Mike.
And I don't give a fuck about self-promotion because I believe in the product. End of story. We are a byproduct of it. We live and breathe it every single day. You and I train. You and I eat well. You and I, train our brains and our mindset. And what kind of coaches would we be if we didn't do that? So I think it's important to reinforce that we definitely are the best. Anyway, let's get stuck into some Q&A, and we have the first question today is, can training 1 to 2 times a week sustain a healthy lifestyle and its benefits?
Absolutely.
Yes. Agreed.
Absolutely. And I think that's something that came out of the challenge, right? Is you guys, we don't need to be training 5, 6, 7 days per week if that's not what you want to do, to be able to, hit some goals. And we want to be able to, put those workouts and things in place, not just for 1 or 2 weeks, but forever. So if you can't, train 7 days per week for 3 weeks, how on earth are you going to keep that up for the rest of your life?
Definitely.
1 to 2 days, that's a great starting point. You're doing something. 2 to 3, great. For me, it's 4. What are you, Mike? What about you? What do you do?
I train 6 days a week, but that's like
because you've got different goals, and that's what
correct. That's what I was going to come down to. It depends on your goals. But let's go back to fucking basics. Most of you out there, 1 to 2 days is 1 to 2 days more than you've been doing before, so it's definitely beneficial. 100% beneficial. Can it sustain a healthy lifestyle and its benefits? Yes, it fucking can, as long as you are combining it with nutritious food, a little bit of cardio, as in walking, sleep, and water. Like, if you combine all those together with 1 to 2 days a week, you can have the best life ever. If you want to grow muscle, I would go up to 3 to 4 days a week. And then if you've got bigger goals to, maybe get on stage, or I don't know, just get bigger and stronger and feel good about yourself, and up it to 4 or 5 or 6 even, if you can sustain it. But then it comes down to adjusting your diet specifically towards what your goal is. Like, if we're going to go 5-6 days a week, we've got to be getting a bit more carbs in to make sure that we've got energy to burn when we get there. But for the 1 to 2 days, people who are just starting out, it is a phenomenal way to keep a healthy lifestyle. Again, it won't be significant muscle growth, but it will be stress reduction. You'll increase your cardiovascular health. You'll feel good. You'll look good. Your pant size will drop. Like, all that stuff that's really good. Not worrying about the scales. Hey, Vans, not worrying about anything like that. You got a second head, Carl.
I've got 3. I've got like both my girls on either side here.
God. Little one's sleeping, or?
Yeah, she's in the bed. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So 1 to 2 days, combine it with, a really good meal plan with high protein, plenty of fiber, plenty of carbohydrates, healthy habits, and you will get optimal results.
Yes.
And
simple as that, right?
Yeah. We've got a question. What field do you specialize in? Everything, really. We predominantly specialize in weight loss and weight management and mindset and lifestyle changing. I guess that'd be the best way to put it. So if you need to lose weight and you don't know how to do it, we're the best in the business. If you want to increase muscle mass and look better and feel better, we're the best in the business. If you want to feel better about your headspace, we're the best in the business. So what field do we specialize in? Nothing specific, but I think that covers most of it there. What we've got here, on dates when you train as well as walking, should you increase your calorie intake or not when you're trying to lose weight? On dates when you train as well as walking, should you increase your calorie intake or not when trying to lose weight? Really good question. I wouldn't increase my calorie intake if I'm looking to lose weight. The walking is going to provide you a little buffer of some extra calories that you've burnt off while you are losing weight. So it's super beneficial, especially if you're lifting weights. But you've got to make sure you're hitting your protein target.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to make sure you're hitting your protein target. Okay.
Yeah.
That protein will fill you up as well. Because I guess if you are doing a lot more walking, the cardio is going to be a bit higher. So you're going to burn a little bit more carbs and stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't increase my calorie intake unless you're at a maintenance level and you need to increase because we're hit a plateau. But if you're losing weight, which is what the question says, no, I wouldn't adjust my calories at that time.
Yep. I'm not sure who asked that question, but also don't get hung up on, if you're doing your steps and the rest of it, don't get hung up on watching your smartwatch and having a look at the calories burned, okay? Because it's inaccurate. So definitely don't think that just because, you've done an extra hour's walk or whatever, and it says that you've burnt, I don't know, 321 calories, that you've got an extra 321 calories up your sleeve for the day, because it's not correct.
Definitely right, Carly. If you are training like I do and you need to know how much you've got to put back in your body, so I look at my calories that are burnt, but I also drop them by 50% just because of that failure rate. So Kate, I hope that answers your question. Yeah, I'm not going to get to that in a second. What was I saying? Yeah, Kate. So don't if you're increasing your steps and stuff like that at the moment, we're purely looking at weight loss. It's only going to benefit you because you're burning more calories. Okay, that's the main thing. We're not at a point where we're looking for maintenance just yet. So Susan said here, in line with that, I found it tougher to stick to my calories when I'm working out. Might just be me though, having a busy week. Now you're probably right. Now that you're in the gym and lifting weights, your body's going to be screaming out for more fuel. So make sure you hit your protein target, Susie. That's the most important thing. Absolutely most important thing. Yeah. Make rockets and explosives and pyrotechnics. Sometimes after working, let's say I'm crushing materials, I cough a lot, really a lot. Okay, you just need your cardio to get up a bit, mate. That's what I would do.
Or put a mask on.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, definitely. When lifting to fail at 1,800 to 2,000 calories, I tend to run out of energy fast. Any intra-workout subs I can use? I already use a pre-workout. Okay, Jeff. When lifting to fail at 1,802 calories, are you still trying to lose weight? Is what I'd ask for. More importantly, if you run out of energy when you're at the gym, you need to have some carbs before you go to the gym.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, Carl. For me, I'm trying to keep a straight face too. For me, Jeff, it's important that I have carbs before I lift. Today, before I did legs, I mean, it was going to be a heavy day, so I was going to burn a lot of glycogen and stuff. I had 2 pikelets with jam on it, right? So I filled up with carbs. Even a handful of cereal is really good because it's quick to digest. So I would be looking for, what do I have before I go to the gym? And if you're having a small amount like carbs, basically I have Milo cereal or Cheerios, which have got a little bit of sugar in it as well. You'll find that your energy levels will spike. You'll find that your energy levels will spike, mate, and you won't run out of energy. I guess that's the biggest part about when we're lifting to fail, dude, is that we make sure we have carbs in our system before we go to the gym. I do have like amino acids during my gym session. I know I'm going to piss most of it out. Some of it's going to get into my system, but purely for taste and that as well. But there's a little bit of energy as well. Also, I'd look into the low-calorie electrolytes, Jeff, as well, if you feel like that you're losing energy as well, because that's a good little intro drink to have while you're training. All right. We good, Carly?
I've lost it.
Yeah. I do my work in my sleeping space and don't own a mask. All I use is a T-shirt tied around my face. Yeah, I would look into something a little bit more serious than that, Sheik, for sure.
Can we get to the next question?
Yeah, next question. Debunk. Where is it? I've lost it. There we go. So the question is, debunk the whole turning fat into a muscle myth. Yeah. All
What
right.
a big misconception, right?
Yeah. Well, they're different tissues to start with,
Yeah.
right?
Two different tissues. And yeah, you can't spot reduce fat,
No.
but you can build. Yeah, like they're two completely different things. I'm sorry, my head has just
That's
gone
okay, Carly. It's
after.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll take control if you need to. It's all right.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
that's okay. You have a giggle and go for it. I
Yeah.
love this shit.
Yeah. So anyway, where's the question, Mike? Sorry.
Yeah, it just says debunk the myth that you turn fat into muscle.
Yeah, it's a
It's
myth.
definitely a myth. Yeah,
Two
it's a
different
big myth.
tissues. Yeah.
Two different tissues of the part of the body. Fat loss and muscle gain are a separate process. Okay, and that's achieved through diet and exercise. Being in a calorie deficit reduces your fat. Weight training increases your muscle mass. You can lose fat and gain muscle simultaneously, but they are two different things. Okay, we're in a calorie deficit to lose weight and fat, and we're in a gym phase where we're lifting weights to increase muscle mass. Hence, why we are having a high protein diet, right? Reducing body fat and building muscle involves a combination of nutrition and strength training, but don't neglect walking because that's part of your fat loss process. All right. It's very misleading. You can't say, hey, I'm just going to turn this fat here into muscle by doing XYZ amount of things. No. You want fat to go, you get in a calorie deficit. You want muscle to increase, lift fucking weights.
A
And
great
don't
little.
forget your protein.
That's right. And that's a good question going on to the next one, right?
100%. I just realized that we've made a really good segue there.
I've just got a block at the moment. I just need to block that out.
That's cool. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't hurt yourself, Carly. Okay.
Yeah,
no worries.
Okay, so next question.
Can I get Can I get a six pack from mainly doing ab workouts? Is it the only way? So yes, you can get a six pack by only doing ab workouts. Will it be visible? Probably not, unless you're at about 8% body fat. So, can I get a six pack from mainly doing ab workouts? It's the only way you're going to get a six pack is by doing ab workouts. But what people think getting a six pack means having visible abs, right? There's two different things. I have got a super strong core. Underneath my stealthy gut is my six pack. I'm not at 8 to 10% body fat. I'm at probably 16 or 17. Am I happy? Yeah, cool, I am. If I want to get to six pack, I will have to do a massive cut. I'll have to go down to 1,600 calories a day and up my protein to around 160 to 180. So the only way to get abs is to do ab exercises. The only way to get visible abs is to lose a shit ton of weight and have your body fat down as low as possible. Is it sustainable, Carls?
Not for me.
Not for me either.
Not for me. I love food too much.
Correct. Me too. I'm enjoying life.
And that's not my goal. My goal isn't to have a six pack.
Yeah.
My focus is to be, focusing on my strength, getting stronger inside the gym. That's my main focus. Wow, Mike.
Yeah, so I'm not focused on abs either, Carly. Like, I'm focused on enjoying my life. So if I want to get down and have abs, I will cut the shit out of my diet. End of story. And I'll keep my protein up. So the only way to get visible abs is to be in a mad calorie deficit, heaps of protein. Make sure you're smacking your ab exercises at the gym. Have a day for them if you can, if you feel like that's what you need. But me personally, I like to have a strong core. I like to have a body where I can take my shirt off in public and feel good about myself. That's more important to me than having a rippling six pack.
Yeah. And most exercises you're doing, guys, in the gym, you're working your core, whether you realize it or not.
That's
shoulder
where
press.
mind muscle connection comes into play because you want to focus on stability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Excellent. All right. How long does it take to lose muscle mass when you stop working out?
So This can depend. This can definitely depend on the individual. Your training history, how old you are.
Genetics.
Sorry?
Genetics.
Genetics. Yeah, absolutely. What your nutrition is like.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, look, usually within myself, I have found visibly after, a couple of months, I can start to, you start to lose that nice firm feeling.
Yeah.
And then obviously this is going to go into strength. And I know this is the next question. So maybe we could answer this kind of together, right?
Yeah. So the next question is, how long does it take to lose strength when you stop working out? So muscle loss begins about 2 to 3 weeks of inactivity, depending on your level of activity beforehand. So for me or you, Carly, that are highly active, it might take a little bit longer because we have built our muscles up really strong. For normal mums and dads that probably haven't gone to the gym as much, usually 2 to 3 weeks of doing fuck all, you'll start to see the loss begin. It comes down to inconsistent training and lifestyle. In the story. So if you're not training, you're not building strength, and then your muscle mass starts to deteriorate. So your physical level of activity needs to be high to maintain it, and more importantly, your protein. Again, just about every question we've answered today has a protein in it.
Yeah.
But protein will keep your muscle mass to a certain degree, okay? Like if you're still eating a high protein diet, the chances are your muscles are still going to stay roughly around it. They will lose size over time, but if you keep building it with protein. So to regain it and maintain it, you just got to keep going to the gym. It's okay to have 2 weeks off. If you have 2 weeks off, the chances are you won't lose any muscle mass or strength, because muscle memory is a thing. Like for you and me and most other people that train, muscle memory comes back really quickly because your muscles start to remember that feeling of fucking lifting weights and going.
And I love that. So, and that's a great position to be at. Hey, like when you know that you can go on a holiday or whatever and have that little bit of downtime and use it as a bit of a deload week and whatever. And then, like if you don't have access to the gym and the rest, it's exactly what Jace is doing right now, right? Yeah. He's been to the gym 5 or 6 times in the last 5 weeks, but once he gets back into that gym, that muscle memory is going to kick back in. And as well, he's always eating a high protein diet.
So and he's always active, moving around, getting his 10,000 steps. So he's keeping his calories down as much as possible.
Yep.
He did it when he went to Europe and he had 30 days with no gym and he just did 10,000 steps a day and didn't lose anything. Yep. So probably put on a little bit of weight, but not too much from eating all the pizza.
Yeah, exactly. So after you have been lifting weights for a period of time, massively beneficial.
Yeah, 100%. I love that. That was really cool. When the risk of not peeing my pants, I'm not going to answer that question. It's really hard, Carly.
I know, but yeah.
All right. Are sport drinks healthy or unhealthy? Go.
Personally, I don't drink sports drinks. For you, Mike, I'm going to guess that you drink them more for when you've been cycling and for the electrolytes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But from a weight loss perspective, know how to read food labels. Yeah. What's important is the calorie intake. That's what you need to know.
Yeah. If we're talking weight loss, you're 100% correct.
Yep.
Do not get sucked in.
Being the athlete that you are, hit it from your angle.
Definition of healthy or unhealthy is depending on you. For me, if you like a certain drink and you like a Powerade and stuff like that, and it makes you feel good and you can fit it into your calorie count, fucking have it. I'm not going to restrict you from it. But specifically, if you are relying on having that Powerade or 2 Powerades every day and you're not looking at the calories on the back, or a Gatorade, there's a lot of calories. The specific reason for those drinks is to rehydrate and energize you after you've had a big exercise or a cardiovascular workout. Okay, Gatorade's drank intra, which means you've done a shitload of work, you have it to refuel, and then you go again. Electrolytes, people, are really important. I think this is something that we need to really get honed in on ourselves specifically, but getting the right electrolyte. So I get electrolytes from bulk nutrients, but it's very high in calories because for cardiovascular works, I really need to focus on getting carbs and fats and proteins back in my system. But for mums and dads that are trying to lose weight, there's a lot of 0 calorie electrolytes out there specifically to get your salt intake back up. The reason why I say that is because when you restrict yourself from processed foods, you're taking a lot of salt out of your diet. Therefore, you're salt restricted. So we need to have salt in our system to sweat and all the rest of that stuff. So for most people, if you consume these drinks every day, it will lead to weight gain because they are very high in sugar and calories for the reason of re-energizing someone that has done a big exercise.
Yeah.
So yeah, water is usually super sufficient for hydration during any of your exercise, especially at the gym. For me, I like to have a bit of flavor at the gym. I don't just like drinking water, so I put some amino acids or some electrolytes or something in just a little amount, so I've got a taste. But it's bugger all calories, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you need a quick hit after you've done a big run or a workout, go for a sports drink. If you're just drinking that for the sake of it, just be mindful of the calories. Is all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
All right.
Kate here's asked a question. When we're adding our tracking in the BBA app, what are we tracking for the workouts? The number of workouts, calories burned during a workout if we did a workout. So, Kate, I'm going to assume that you're talking about the daily check-in that we have now added into your app. So that just creates that little bit more accountability. So what you're adding in there is, for you, Kate, you're still on the meal plan. So don't get hung up on the calories and the protein and the rest of it, because if you're following the meal plan, you're going to be ticking those boxes. Okay.
But yeah, the workout part specifically, it just means, yes, if I did a workout that day, that's all it is. We just want you to be accountable. You don't have to do it every day. It's just if you're on 3 days a week and you did it Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, we just want a yes or whatever you feel like, just to be consistent with it.
Yep. And so that as well, when us coaches come into your app, Kate, and you might say, in a few weeks' time, you might say, I want to change things up, or, my weight loss has stopped, or just anything like that. Us coaches can go into your app and go, okay, so Katie is, she's doing so many workouts per week. She's doing however many calories, and we read that. And then that gives us some guidance. Okay. So yeah, Kate, just follow it. Just, do the meal plan. Don't focus on the calories and protein as of yet, but we're going to educate you on all that. Add your water in, add your workouts in, and, if you do track your sleep, or, even if, it's just you don't have your watch on in bed or whatever, I don't personally, but just throw in how many hours you're getting. It's more of a
it's just an accountability check-in, really, to make sure.
And you as well with the water. Say the water intake. Why is water important? Why do you guys need to know that? Well, we don't really need to know that, but you being mindful and actually putting that data into your app creates that little bit more awareness, so that you go, yeah, you know what? Have I had 2 to 3 liters of water, or how much water have I drank today? Okay, what am I going to do tomorrow? So great question, Kate.
Yeah, so if we see a pattern in your poor sleep, or maybe your weight loss is at a plateaued level, and we notice that your water intake's only 1 liter a day, we're going to be saying, hey, you need to be up to at least 3 liters if you possibly can, to increase your sleep benefits, your recovery, your refueling, all that stuff. So it's important for us to see it. So yeah, specifically, just it's an accountability thing. Like at the end of the day at 8:30, you get your reminder. But that, like, if you looked at your watch and went, "Fuck, I'm only at 1,800 steps," well, it's time to start walking for a couple of hours around the house at 8:30 at night and be accountable for yourself. So that's the specific reason why. Cool.
Beautiful.
All right. When's a good time to cut, maintain, or bulk, and how to do efficiently? Okay, so cutting, let's just be specific on what each one means. Cutting means to cut body fat off, maintain means to stay at a steady level, and bulk means to put on muscle. Okay. Cutting is ideal when you want to reduce body fat. Generally, everyone does it in October before summer, so they can have the muscle definition and look really toned for summer, so they can have the shirt off and get those gains, baby, and be ripped to shreds.
And just feel good. So
yeah.
what a few of the girls are actually doing at the moment, we've got them doing.
Yeah.
Because they want to feel good. They want to look good in their bikini.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's hard work, right? It's hard work cutting calories out because it takes a lot of mindset and drive. That's where water is going to be important because you need to fill your guts. Bulking involves being in a surplus. So a lot of people do it during the winter months, we'll call it. So they want to support muscle growth later on. So getting more size, eating lots of high protein carbohydrates and fats and stuff to get bulky, so they, when they do start lifting heavier, that they've got enough energy in there to start, getting that muscle gain. And maintenance is really, if you're at a happy physique level where you really love your body, you just find that happy plateau of how many calories a day that you're sitting on in your protein, and you just consistently eat to those calories and protein levels. It's got to be, if you're bulking, we've got to be, which is a calorie surplus, we've got to be really conscious of how many calories a day we're increasing our bulking to, because we don't want to overcompensate and get too big. So we've got to be mindful of that. But if you've got a coach like us, send us a message. We'll help you out, and we'll get you something that's going to, really be tailored to your goals. The question was, I need to ask, is knuckle conditioning or iron fist training healthy? Is the risk of breaking bones or getting arthritis worth the ability to break bricks? If you're if you are Jean-Claude Van Damme, I don't have a problem. If you're not, I specifically wouldn't, but I'm not a ninja, so I don't condone breaking bricks. It's not something I really want to do. Carly, you got anything that you want to add about breaking bricks?
No, I think you answered it quite well.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. I thought I might have. So I hope that answered your question.
Great question too.
Yeah, it's a great question. I've never been into breaking bricks before. So, all right, how much should I be spending on a program or / coach?
I love that question.
I'm going to increase our rates now to about $1 million. No.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think it's a really great question.
It is, and it varies on the expertise of the coach, what they specialize in, what your goals are. For me,
let's do a little bit of an analogy here. So,
yeah,
this is what I love to use.
Go.
If you are going to take your beautiful wife or husband out for a Valentine's Day dinner or something special, where are you going to take them? Macca's?
Yes.
Or some top-notch restaurant? Two different services. Completely two different services. They may be, you're going to get a feed, but what's the quality?
That's a very good point, and absolutely really good point. On the flip side of that, and speaking from experience, I paid a lot of money for a quality coach and got no results.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And now I'm paying a lot less and I'm getting a heap of better results. And I think that comes down to experience and quality of product. So where I would be looking for the best if I wanted to do the best, but I would also be wary of, am I going to get the results? What track record have they got? You could be paying $150 for a burger and it tastes like shit, and you go to Macca's and pay $5 and you can at least know that, hey, I know the calories in it, right? And it's and they've got the track record. So for me, I would be looking for, what have they done in the past? How many people have they converted? What kind of referrals have they got? Are they going to be specifically tailored to what I need? Do I need one-on-one? Then group coaching is not for you. Do you need group coaching? Then one-on-one's not for you. Do you need a bit of both? Then find someone that can do that or has the ability to do that. So for me, it's about experience that counts the most. Okay. If I want weight loss, I go to the one person that's getting fucking results every day, like us. We've got a 99.9% fucking success rate, and that 0.01% is just people that fall off because they don't follow the fuck plan.
Yeah, there's a difference. Absolutely. There's a difference between someone coming into the program and someone coming into the program and actually doing the work.
Correct.
We can only help you so much.
Correct.
And it is. It's one of those things that's actually really challenging as a coach, right? When we want that person, we see the potential, we want more, we want them to get the results more than what they do. And
Yeah.
then that's when it becomes an issue.
Yeah, totally. 100%. And the last thing I want to say, it comes down to affordability, guys. It really does. Programs like ours are a lot more affordable than a PT session per week or 2 PT sessions per week where you get 7 days coaching. So for me, value for money with us versus one PT. Granted, we're not in the gym standing next to you yelling and screaming at you, but nobody wants that anymore. People just want someone that's going to listen to them, someone that's going to deliver a program, someone that's going to have experience and knowledge in correcting their form and making sure that they're doing the right things, someone that's going to monitor and maintain their fitness levels and get them to their goals. That's what people want.
Yeah.
But it comes down to affordability as well. So experience for me is number one, affordability is number two, and make sure you vibe with the coach, right?
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
you're not
absolutely.
you're not going to listen to someone that you go, oh fuck, I just can't. Like there's a lot of people out there that are really good coaches, but just don't suit me as a person. And then there's people out there that wouldn't suit you, that would suit you, Carly, and wouldn't suit me, and vice versa. It's
One
different
of my
mentality.
favorite things is don't take advice from someone that you wouldn't trade places with. That's
Yep.
absolutely one of my favorites.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's definitely it's a personal thing.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
love that, Mike. You've got to vibe with,
Oh,
your coach, and you're not going to take advice from someone that
no,
you think is not the
total
type of person you
douchebag.
want to be taking
Yeah,
advice from. So
exactly
yeah,
right.
there's plenty of things, but yeah, I'm with you, Mike, on all of exactly what you said
It,
about
it's
how.
fundamentally the first thing I say to people before they come on is if you and I don't vibe, then this
Yeah,
isn't going to be for you because
yeah,
there is no point. Like you said, I'm not going to take advice from someone I wouldn't trade
yeah,
places with or isn't a byproduct of what they actually preach. So,
yep.
yeah, cool. Great question.
Cool.
How do I know when to switch gym programs?
Well, what's your goal? What's your goal? Has it changed in the last, you know, 8 weeks? We want to really be, we know that, changing our program, we usually, at most of our programs, at 8 to 12 week blocks. And we do need to change things up because obviously our muscles, it requires that adaptation. And then if you're constantly just doing the same thing to the muscles and they've adapted, you're not going to get any growth there. You need to stimulate your muscles in other ways. So whether it be, adding more reps or, adding progressive overload in, you need to be changing it up. That being said, that doesn't mean that you change your program up every 2 weeks or you pick one exercise from this program and one from the other.
Yeah.
You need to be consistent with your program and do the entire block.
Yeah, correct. Too many people want too much variation and there's not enough consistency. The boring, repetitive shit is the stuff that fucking works. It's lasted the test of time, right? The reason why a body part split works is because it's done the test of time and it's boring and it's monotonous, but it gets results. So if you've plateaued, that's a good reason to change your program. If you're getting bored of the same program over and over again, if your goals have evolved, like maybe you've gone from weight loss to muscle building and you want to increase, so let's go to an extra day a week, which means we've got to change the program up significantly. If you're on a 3-day full body versus a 4-day body part split, it's a totally different program. So we want to specifically target areas of your body you might need a bigger chest or you got uneven arms. Plateau begins when you kind of stall your progress. You've got no motivation, no enthusiasm, or you're not progressively overloading your body. Like that's generally what happens with plateauing. So we just got to be mindful of that. 8 weeks is probably the best time to have a program. It prevents stagnation, but long as you've got effective workouts and long as you're in there doing the fucking work, right? Like there's too much. People get bored because they're on their fucking phones in
Yeah.
between sets for fucking 4 minutes, 5 minutes, scrolling through, doing memes and shit. Like, if you're in there and you've got a 90-second rest between it, get up, walk around, focus, visualize the next lift. load the weights on or unload the weights, whatever it takes to get that 90 seconds rest in, but get the rest in. Don't fucking sit on your phone for 8 minutes, fucking wasting time, and all these people are backed up trying to get to your fucking machine or whatever you're on. So use your time effectively. But also maybe try a different training type or technique or something to keep it fresh. Do some mobility work in between the next program switch. So then you reinvigorate your body and you get time to rest. But listen to your body. If you're experiencing excessive soreness or pain, it could be time now to say, hey, I might be doing the wrong program. I need to talk to coach and, mix things up. But 8 to 12 weeks is generally the best time for a program. 8 for us, we like 8. Then we have a deload week so you can, reinvigorate your body, get some more calories in, and then go again.
Yep. I love that, Mike.
Cool. Lucky last.
Who's my girl writing to me? Facebook user.
No idea.
Tell me
That's
who you are.
why Carly Stewart, you're my girl.
I'm going to guess it's Kate or Sean.
It's just all of them, mate.
True.
They love you. All right. Are massage guns a good investment? Anything's a good investment if you're going to use it consistently. They are Amy Fleming. There you go. They are extremely helpful in muscle recovery, and reducing muscle tension. There's nothing better than a good massage from a masseuse. In my eyes, I still have every 4 weeks a massage, and every couple of weeks I go to the chiropractor to get my back adjusted. But if you're tight on money, they are really cool to relieve a lot of knots and pains and muscle soreness. But they do not replace proper warm-ups, proper stretching, proper cooling down techniques when you're at the gym or you're doing excessive work. Like those things are going to also improve recovery. They are a gimmick, I guess, like anything can be, like foam rollers, but they are effective if you consistently use them. If you've got a decent one that won't burn out really quickly, use it right. The hardest part about them is you want to get to your traps or your delts or something that you can't reach. That's where they're not really effective. So are they a good investment in my eyes? Yeah, they are if you're going to use it. But if you're not going to use it, no point.
Just with the massage guns too, I think it's really important that we emphasize the fact that it actually depends on the person using it as well.
Yeah.
Because I know there's actually been, and it's quite common, a lot of people end up at the chiro because the massage guns are what predominantly for the muscles. But whoever's using it, whoever's on the other end of it, say you've got your partner and you're getting the massage, just be careful because those vibrations in it can actually be quite damaging when you are hitting on the back of your spine, any of your bones, right? Yeah. So you just need to be really, really mindful of where you're hitting.
That's a very good point.
It may feel good, but actually when you've got that much pressure and that much vibration, triggering those bones, especially around the back of your neck and stuff, they can actually be quite damaging. Yeah. So they do serve a purpose, but it depends on who's using them.
Yeah, that's a valid point, mate. Like I know times when I'm doing my shoulders and I hit my collarbone and stuff like that, it does hurt. So you've got to be pretty cautious. But yeah, the question is, are they a good investment in my eyes? Anything's a good investment if you're going to use it right. If you're not going to use it, don't fucking bother. Just go and get a proper massage.
Yeah.
End of story. Awesome. All right, guys and girls, if you haven't got any other questions, we are going to end the segment here today. It's been a fun one. I know.
It's been really interesting, guys, and I do I will apologize.
No, don't apologize. It was good. It was fun. We had some comments come up from YouTube that were quite entertaining, and I think we did well not to burst into tears of laughter and pee our pants.
Luckily, it was both of us.
You kind of controlled yourself. I'm about to lose my shit. I mean, after we get off this, and you have a really good laugh about it. But I appreciate you guys jumping on today. And there's some really good questions from Kate and who else was it? Kim and Amy, and that I appreciate it. So have a great day, guys. I appreciate you joining us. If you've got any other questions in the meantime, chuck us or respond to our posts on our personal profile and we'll answer them there. Or we can add them into next week's Q&A. Apart from that,